Good afternoon. This is a session for the BBA Aviation Management Semester 6 student on the subject Airport and Airlines Marketing Management AAM. Necessary message on respect to WhatsApp group for the commencement of this session has been uploaded with permanent ID and permanent passcode. Now I am waiting for the student to join this session. So good afternoon. Let me wait for your other friend to join. Then we'll commence today's session. So today this will be the last lecture in the in regard to the theoretical portion, syllabus portion of unit number 5. And today we are going to discuss the application part of role of information technology in aviation industry, in airlines industry. So today we are going to discuss the artificial intelligence and data science in aviation industry. It's the application part of technology. So let me wait. And we'll wait few minutes, then we'll start today's session, and this will be the last session. And thereafter, we'll have revision classes, and revision classes will be important in this in the aspect that we'll try to discuss some of the unit wise. We'll try to, because the quota is still available with us, and our session has to be completed before of 19th of June. So let me see how many revision classes we can take. At least 5 revision classes for each unit will take, and we'll try to discuss the various aspect of MCQ, each unit wise. What will be the probable and multiple choice types of question? With the revision of our key aspect of our unit, we'll try to discuss also the aspect of multiple choice question. What will be the probable multiple choice question may be framed. So the last 5 lectures will be important on that your examination point of view. And today is the last lecture as far as the theory is concerned in regard to this subject also. And today we are going to discuss very practical aspect of use of information technology. And now the information technology has been taken a leap, and this new terminology like artificial intelligence, data science, all are the new innovative specialized information technology are available in the market. And aviation industries are, you know that aviation industry is the industry which is taking pace with the modern technology, because to be sustained in the global market. So today we'll see what are the prospective uses of this AI, this artificial engineering, data science, and nothing but that complete that technology. We called it information technology and communication technology. So we'll see today what is their application, and one more, if time permit, one more case study of future airports that will also take up in today's case study session. So if time permit, we'll take 2 case studies one by one, and let us start this session because time is limited. So that needs also discussion. So let me take over you to directly to the one. I will share one video with you, which is the video on artificial intelligence and data science application in aviation research. So let me share the video.
The human pilot was a question posed in an article in the New York Times that fueled a lively discussion on Facebook last year. Many people reacted emotionally with comments in caps Some users shared their knowledge about the aviation industry, while others said they were more prepared to accept driverless cars than pilotless planes, maybe because it feels safer to be on the road than in the air. Technologies like computer vision power the automation in self-driving cars. But are we close to commercial planes being controlled by AI systems instead of pilots? Prototypes of self-piloted passenger air vehicles by Boeing and Airbus have already done their first test flights. But for now, we can put aside futuristic scenes in which commercial airplanes fly without human control. It will take years of certification and testing before air travel becomes fully pilotless. The good news is that airlines do use AI, or rather data science and machine learning, to automate or speed up operations. So, we've chosen 5 real-life use cases that don't aggravate your aerophobia with AI phobia. AI and data science in aviation. Revenue management and route planning. A direct flight between Chicago O'Hare and the Polish city of Krakow by LOT Polish Airlines may strike you as overreach. Chicago and Krakow are both large airport hubs, but is that enough to run cross-Atlantic flights between non-capital cities? Well, yes. The Chicago metropolitan area is home to an estimated 1.5 million people of Polish descent. So the real demand for this city pair is high. Understanding traveler demand for specific city pairs and pricing flights are among the main problems airlines solve to survive. To do that, carriers must consider thousands of factors when analyzing data. While analysts still can use traditional statistical approaches, data science allows for more sophisticated ways to accomplish demand analysis. IATA suggests that airlines can use traveler behavioral data, abandoned searches on online travel agent, and meta search sites or social media chatter can help define leisure demand. Data from professional networking sites, recruitment, and procurement activities may signal emerging business travel destinations. In a 2017 showcase for airlines, Skyscanner used machine learning-based clustering to group about 50,000 origins and destinations by similarities. They considered about 30 parameters, like the month of travel, the time a reservation is made, how long people stay at the destination, and more. Some results are quite surprising. For instance, the cities that are traditionally considered best for romantic trips were as popular with single travelers, and the proximity to a destination may be more important than the city itself. On top of that, events like festivals, conferences, or expos drive short-term spikes in demand. So, revenue teams can rely on event data to raise fares for specific routes and dates to benefit from rising demand. Aviation Rank by Predict HQ uses ranking algorithms that match historical flight bookings with event data to reveal how much a given event may affect traveler demand. Qantas, the Australian flag carrier, is one of the provider's customers. In-flight sales and food supply. Imagine you're having an early morning flight. Challenging stuff. Once you've gone through airport checks and finally taken your seat, you might think about a cup of coffee and a sandwich, and a carrot cake looked tasty on a menu. But some people never order airplane meals, so the airline supply management specialists must estimate how many snacks and drinks they onboard to deliver to food eaters without being wasteful. Cabin waste is a serious environmental issue. In 2018, airlines generated 6.1 million tons of waste, most of which was incinerated or moved to a landfill. In spring 2018, EasyJet CEO Don Lundgren tasked the data science team to analyze the demand for food items depending on a route. The team learned that demand for items on a 6 a.m. flight to Edinburgh is very different from that of a Friday night flight to Ibiza. So, EasyJet was throwing 3 fresh food items in the trash after each flight, or nearly 800,000 annually. Don Lundgren noted that such a mistake cost the carrier millions of pounds. Eventually, data scientists created a new algorithm for demand prediction. The insights helped the airline save a significant amount of money and do the right thing for the environment. Fuel consumption optimization. Commercial aviation contributed 2.4% of global CO2 emissions from fossil fuel use in 2018. The percentage doesn't seem significant, but here is another fact. Carbon emissions increased by 32% over the past 5 years. That's why aircraft manufacturers and airlines are looking for ways to improve their fuel efficiency. The second big reason for carriers to reduce carbon emissions is a financial one. In 2018, airlines spent 23.5% of total expenses on jet fuel. That's a lot. To become more fuel efficient, an airline must accurately predict how much fuel it needs for every scheduled flight to supply a plane. The best scenario is to have a single analytical tool. Southwest Airlines worked on such a solution in its fuel consumption project. The team developed 8 predictive models that included time series algorithms and neural networks. The system could produce 9,600 fuel consumption forecasts for each month and each airport the carrier flies to. Previously, the team generated 1,200 monthly forecasts, and each analyst spent up to 3 days to make one. The new solution does it in 5 minutes. It generates forecasts for a 12-month horizon and considers such influencing factors as fuel price, number of trips, and a time period. The predictions also became much more accurate. Boarding and checking bags with facial recognition. Facial recognition technology is about analyzing a person's facial landmarks for given purposes. Airlines use this biometric technology as a boarding option. The equipment scans travelers' faces and matches them with photos stored in Border Control Agency databases. These can be photos from passports, visas, or other travel documents. Here's how it works. Travelers first scan themselves and then their passports at self-service kiosks. Then proceed to check in their bags with a scanner too, and go through another facial scanner. Why is it needed? Government agencies such as the U.S. Customs and Border Protection stresses that the technology allows for creating a seamless traveler experience that's faster and safer. Numerous airlines are either piloting or already using biometric gates in selected airports. Delta is one of them. In November 2018, the airline opened a biometric terminal at the Atlanta airport. The airline claimed the terminal is the first of its kind in the U.S. Delta also noted it would start testing the technology in all 14 international gates at Detroit's McNamara terminal by mid-December 2018, and added that in 2019, customers will be able to use biometric boarding from curb to gate. In the summer of 2019, Delta introduced facial recognition in another Atlanta airport terminal, as well as in Minneapolis, Detroit, and Salt Lake City airports. That's 49 more gates equipped with facial recognition software. Travelers seem to like the new boarding option. Delta surveyed customers at Atlanta Terminal F and discovered, for instance, that 70% of them found the biometric boarding experience appealing, and 72% favored it over the traditional one. Preparing a plane for the next flight. Passengers sometimes have to wait at the gate to get on a plane when an aircraft isn't ready for boarding and departure. Maybe a catering truck is late, or the cleaning team is busy with a different jet. The time between an airplane landing and the next departure is called a turnaround. In 2018, U.S. passenger airlines were losing an average $74.20 per minute due to delays. The U.S. Department of Transportation calculated that delays caused by plane servicing accounted for 5.8% of all delayed flights. That's nearly 6 times more than flights delayed because of extreme weather. Zurich-based startup Asai provides software that processes video streams from airfields using image recognition algorithms. Neural networks that power the software recognize objects, movements, and interactions. Airline employees can monitor in real time how the plane is being prepared for the next flight, including fueling, cargo loading, or catering delivery. So, they can decide whether they need to take measures or not. Lufthansa Systems addresses the same problem with its deep turnaround solution. The IT service provider for the aviation industry opened its subsidiary, Zero G, to work on its AI initiatives. The solution also analyzes video data and updates users on what's going on during airplane services in real time. Airlines use data science and machine learning to evaluate passenger demand across different routes, use data insights to optimize aircraft ground handling and fueling, Or they redefine passengers' airport experience with biometric boarding. With new distribution technologies, we may expect airlines to start personalizing offers for individual travelers based on their preferences and willingness to pay. Personalization is one of the priorities that IATA outlines. As for the AI autopilots, airlines are very conservative when it comes to new technologies that can directly impact the safety of flights. Carriers will likely wait until AI matures enough and until the traveling public is ready to trust it.
So, hope this video was very informative to you, and you have seen the various aspects of airlines and airport operation in this video, and the use of artificial intelligence and data science, the latest innovation in respect of information technology and communication technology. This is all advancement technologies which are using in the aviation, and how they are having the practical application, and all the modern airports as well, modern airlines in their operation that we have been cited in the fuel efficiency, then catering, creating menu, even all such aspects, even every facet of aviation industry, this artificial intelligence and data science is very widely used. And on similar line, I having one more presentation. So on that is also on the future of airports. So future of how the future of airports means future of airport in terms of technology, and the technologies are again artificial intelligence, by this biometrics, all this, the combination of latest evaluation of this information technology and communication technology in the terms of artificial intelligence. All such are the specialized area which having application in the future airports. So let me have a minute, then I will come with the second presentation, that is on airport, future of airports or airport in future. So I will share with you shortly. So you can have another uh, case studies. You can say practical application as far as the use of information technology, innovation in technology as per our unit subject. So we can see what is the application of that. Let's see that small presentation also. So let's see. So if you see how far is the future, it is closer than what we think. So future means it is very close. Means future is not so having a long horizon in aviation. Future, if you define the future in case of aviation, it is not a very short. It having very short, we can say, short time. In case of, if you think about the aviation, the innovation or technology innovation in case of aviation, the future is not so long, it is very close. So this is the slide which give you an indication that how far is the future. Future is not so long, it is closer than what we think. It is very close what we think about the future of aviation. So this is the first slide I like to share, and this give you an idea how fast the technology innovation is there in case of aviation industry, if we think of that. So this is all about the airport of the future. Then next point of thinking that how far every day we are reinventing it. Every day we are reinventing in the form, in the society, the needs, the environment are changing every day faster than before. So this is one of the fact that due to this society, due to environmental issues, are very changing very faster than that we have never think before. Similarly, the digital culture, that is a digital culture, provides worldwide access to all information, and nothing is able to hide or simply postpone. So in particularly the aviation directly related to global industry is a say aviation considered a global industry, and there is a digital culture all over the world. There are the application of digital use is very high, and you cannot hide all the technological innovation is there, changes are there, and this digital culture, uh, you cannot postpone it, meaning thereby that you have to adopt it because it is a global industry, and whatever the development and technological development is happening in the aviation, that are directly related to whatever the digital culture, and digital culture nothing but a application of this IT, application of information communication. All such are the standard we have to match in the aviation, and every day it is reinventing. Similarly, one more fact is that the standard have increased and daily expectation are very high. So day by day, the development, the standards, and standards nothing but in aviation industry, the customer experience, customer service excellence standards are very high, and daily the expectation of our customer, expectation of our passengers are very high. So that is why, how far is the future? It is every day we are reinventing it. And similarly, negative and positive trends are broadcast with the speed of light. Means due to communication, effective medium of communication, this whatever the negative and positive trends are there in respect of technology application, in respect of passenger satisfaction, in respect of passenger experience, with related to directly related to technological innovation, or very are spreading all over the world with the speed of light. It are very fast. So this is a one of the discussion. How far is the future? Every day we are reinventing. Next, if we see this, just now, four are the main axes over which the future of airports will have to be developed. What are the four axes? The four axes are clients, environment, processes, and technology. So all this, and one of the important element we are discussing is the technology, the technological innovation. And airlines and airport authority will have to be 100% aligned to these four main axis of future development of airports, in which the technology is one of the axis which revolve the entire aviation industry, that is nothing but airlines and airports. So as far as the technology is concerned, the technology, the part we are today, we are discussing along with the other three aspect of axis of this airport, future of airport, we'll discuss the touch and touchless and online. This is the first feature, but the first feature of technology which are the main playing a key role in airlines and airports industry are touchless and online, mobile and web solution. Everything is nothing is mobile now and having the web solution. Similarly, optimization solvers. So we have to be optimized solvers based on passenger data. So every time you have to optimize your solution, your processes, everything you have to optimize based on the passenger data, based on the passenger feedback, passenger experience, and one more, SOA infrastructure between all actors of the airports. Means this all software and this artificial intelligence, all technological infrastructures, which SOA infrastructure, this all nothing but the technological infrastructures of all aspects of the airports are to be taken into place. Second axis of future airports is processes. In processes, what we consider built in cross-functional way with the airport authority. We have to build in a cross-functional, not a single department cannot be held responsible for future of airports. Similarly, second thought is that it should be fully simplified. It should not be complex. It should be fully simplified. Whatever we are developing, whatever the technology we are developing, it should be fully simplified. defined from zero, trying to cover up all clients and expectations. So we have to define each and everything, and the expectation of clients or passenger has to be met. Similarly, service-oriented talking in consideration and shared cost model and optimization phases. So aviation, in terms of aviation, we have to see the share cost by the airlines, airport authority, various agencies are there working, and that model has to be optimized in the phases. So this is the processes point of view in respect of the one axis of future of airports. Next, clients. The main axis is the clients, and the one with the uh, fastest evaluation is taking place. The core of new paradigm, the clients are the core of aviation business. The target for the target for retain and increase on a daily basis their expectation. We have to target and retain their expectation in our solutions. Always connect. We have to always connect to the passenger because they are our main customer. Similarly, demanding a continuous mobile response. We have to be be in touch, be in communicative mode, and continuous mobile response. We have to be on mobile way, not on an office. We have to be on mobile way. Next, the main axis of future airport will be the environment. The environment ground zero emissions, that is the main target. Solar energy utilization availability, that is another feature area. A dynamic adjustment of all engines based on the real workload, passenger and baggage figures. So we have to dynamically balance to optimize the environmental effect on the overall performance of the airport's functioning. So these are the four axes for which the future airport we have to be developed. And technology is playing along with client, technology is playing, and process and environment are other three axes is playing very vital role in respect of future of airports. Next discussion on this topic will be the two faces of same coin are there. If you think anything, then there are two faces of every coin. The daily relation between the airport authority and the airlines required to be mutually understanding. Means you cannot separate airlines and airport. In aviation industry, these are the two main players, and they are very required few mutual understanding, because without them mutual understanding of this airport and airlines, the future of airport cannot be achieved. Similarly, communication and common perspective and goodwill provide a win-win playground for the both partners. Since in airlines and airports, they should play a game in a win-win situation, and both the parties should have the equal playground in case of any activity related to airport development. Similarly, AOBD will have to be extended with business variables. So whatever there are the other models, that is AODB will have to be extended with business variables. So there are the artificial intelligence and data science, such models are there. So that should be extended in use. Similarly, shared KPIs and operational BI data board will be mutual review. Similarly, this KPI is key performance indicators, and this business intelligence data boards will be mutually reviewed. So both have to work together so that the future of airports, the target for future of airports in respect of overall these the major partners or aviations are there, airports and airlines. They have to work together to achieve such targets. Then a new paradigm for customer expectation will make the scene much more demanding. If you see what are the various, if you see there are the customer expectation in new day by day, new areas are there, and they want to feel the independent and assisted at the same time in every function, every every area of airport operation. And on the screen, some of the example you can see visibly, like display, like connection, uh, achievements. There are so many areas are there in pyramid in which the customer expectations are there, which are very, very large in respect of aviation industry. And all has to be feel and independent when see each and every function and assisted by, they have to, every expectation has to be assisted by the both the airlines and airports jointly. Next, the live is live socially connected. So live socially connected means, and airport and relation between the all customer necessarily be managed socially. So you have to integrate the your connectivity with the passengers, integrate the expectation of passengers lively through social media. Social media landscape is very, very vital nowadays. And the use of social media that we have seen in our one of the lecture, use of social media that we have studied, you have studied in the ACS, Aviation Customer Service. The social media landscape is so high nowadays that you have to airport and the all customers need to be managed socially. And what are the meaning thereby? The interaction with the clients will take place on social and mobile environment. That is nowadays these are the connecting media, profound connecting media. The answer will have to be immediately available. Whatever the query is there from the passenger through this social media, that has to be answered, that because people have no time and people have no patience. So the answer, whatever the query or whatever the grievances are there in respect of customer or passenger, that is to be addressed immediately. The social engagement with the client will capture and uh, federalize them. So you to the customer client relationship, like passenger relationship, has to be this social engagement has to be there socially through this social media landscape, and they have to be utilized with them means they have to be satisfied with appropriate responses. Similarly, during the discussion, disruption, the truth will be communicated as faster as possible in a proactive way. When there is a disruption in flight, there is a disruption in any schedule of the flight, the same should be communicated to the our passenger, our customer as fast as possible, so that they can they can actively arrange their program, because they are all mostly high class business travelers. So they can proactively, this should be done proactively, so that that can be addressed, they can change their schedule accordingly. The airports will be converted into sales filler, so named GBS, ground business services. The social media will broadcast the offer and the benefit of the new services. So this is nothing but a model of marketing. That the marketing, this subject itself is airport and airlines and airport marketing management. So use of social media is very, very vital in respect of marketing of the ground business services, or this is the what we have the service we are providing to the our passenger, that has to be taken the advantage of social media. So this is the the meaning of this slide, that is live is lived socially connected. Then all life is social and cloud. During the next year, the mode we work and mode we manage also is going to be changed. So all are in the cloud form and everything is in cloud. Now the all the storage, data storage and thinking, even all the functioning operation, airport management based on email will be escalated to a more efficient way of for us. So now all this functioning, all this communication, all this social media communication are in the form of this cloud computing, or based on very faster mode of communication through cloud communication models. So we have to be change our strategy. There is no official source of information, and it will fast, very fast, like COVID is fast. COVID is spreading. So you have to be very fast in respect of communication, in aviation industry. Then there are contactless technology that the clients flow over the processes, the no touch, more tracking than never. So GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 3G, 4G, 5G are there now, and RFID, technology is there that you can read. Biometrics are there. All are the that we have seen in the previous. All these are nothing but a new innovation of technologies are there that we have to adopt in our contactless technology and all the processes. No touch, more tracking than never. So these are the all application of technology in aviations are there. So that we have to adopt it. Then the all airport operational processes are needed to be fully reinvented in order to align them to new sector reality. What are the new sector realities are check-in, boarding, security, RAM, and what are the area in check-in? The standard check-in process nowadays is simply date. In less than 5 years, self-drop will be the unique product. No more queue will be the symptom of the check-in area. So this is the futuristic vision. Similarly, in boarding area, the boarding process will be fully self-managed by the clients, its passenger. All incident will be solved in advance and proactive via mobile, pushed to the customers. So all this latest technology, use of mobile technology in boarding also. Good business service will be increased. Similarly, in case of security area, all security process, including the passport control, won't require human contact. Dynamic priority-based cost model will be applied. The connectivity will be supported by the automated vehicles in respect of security aspect. Then RAM facility in the air side. Never again the RAM will be the listen human level work area. So all automation, lot of automation in RAM area will be there. Similarly, baggage handling automation will be the standard. Taxi in and out will be the managed through engine setup is automated setup. All ground handling will be electric due to environmental consideration. So these are the some key areas I like to discuss in respect of future of the airports and application of technology. And due to time limitation, due to session closing time, I am ending this case study session here itself. And now today we are completing our course. And next classes, today is the 32nd classes. Next 5 lecture means 33 onwards to 5 lecture I am planning for the revision. So today I am completing my course in respect of this subject of airlines and airports marketing management. And the next classes will be, next 5 lectures will be on revision side, in which we'll try to discuss the issues in relation to our end semester examination. So whatever any doubt you may advise, you can ask me. So today, if you have any point of discussion, you want any point of discussion in respect of case studies, in this regard, I am available for 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, I am proposing to end this session. And thank you very much to join today. Have a good day.